See that, folks? That spell represents human fireworks. My great-grandfather told me stories of when we lived in China and how humans invented fireworks. He and all other yokai were fearful as they believed humans learned a new powerful magic spell. But they all soon discovered that it was just some breakthrough human engineering. It didn't take us long to figure out how to make our own, thanks to the amazing intelligence of the fox spirits and kappas. There is even some evidence we created the first ever firearms, but there were only a handful made due to them being subpar to magic. Because of that, we also learned how to create firework effects by simply using magic. I unfortunately can't have the fireworks go too high in the sky unless you want humans to notice us. Oh, him? Oh, now he is the greatest spell I ever created. The transformation spell that will turn any human into a yokai. Yes, he is quite a fascinating one. All of you can perform the spell quite easily. It doesn't take much skill. He's not the only one, but thank you all for your time. I enjoy showing off my skills in front of yokai spectators. You do attract people when you are quite powerful. But it's getting late, so we should start heading home. Alright, we're back. It's a beautiful night. I can't believe it's been a little over a year since we met. It almost feels like just yesterday. This year was quite the adventure. We met in the forest. I showed you yokai television. You got yelled at by Shuto. You became a fox spirit, explored the village, learned magic and many yokai stories, met Aquila and Kuro, raided your house, I met Kaiki, and went to a festival. This all might have been just a normal year if it wasn't for you. It's hard to believe that you are human. It almost feels strange. It was also that it was kind of hard for me to comprehend that. I should have told you earlier, but I suppose I need to explain this a little more. Before you became a yokai, you were just one of many humans who lived in this world. Look at you now. You are quite something. But what's strange is what changed about me. I do care about humans just a little bit. However, when I was young, I was taught from the day we learned about humans that humans are nothing, insignificant. Maybe several of them might amount to something. Can never overrule yokai easily. Fragile. Just overall weak, and will never, ever amount to anything. Even when I started to care about humans, I could never get that out of my mind. I still believe in most of those words. Well, when I met you, I saw you as just that. I saw you for what you were. I even thought that you could have just ended up dead before I turned to you. I even feared that if I picked you wrongly, I would have just accidentally ripped you in half. Even when you became one of us, it was so strange. Imagine a pet dog or a cat you have. Yeah, it's Yeah, it's inferior to you, but you love it. It doesn't know a lot, but it's adorable to see them still doing so much. But then, imagine that your cat can start talking and doing everything you can. You have to start treating it the same as you do with other people. Although it is awesome to feel happy for your pet, but now it's just weird. That is how I felt when I saw you grow your ears and tail. You were no longer an insufficient human. You were a fox spirit, just like me. I was happy for you. But then I realized you were something that I had to treat as an equal. But even when I wrapped my head around that, I just assumed you would like me. But then, when we went out to the village, you were looking around and asking about things. It felt kind of weird. You are the 7th human to become a yokai, but you are the first in so many ways. The first is to be transformed by my spell. The second was that you were unaware of yokai's existence. The first to be born in this country, and you are definitely the first in what's going to be now a frequent thing. Humans turning into yokai was extremely rare, but now it seems to be picking up, even skyrocketing, and it's probably going to rise even more. I don't know, I assume going from 6 in a few centuries to about 15, I assume in about a year. It's kind of a huge leap forward. I don't know how many former humans there are, but I have been hearing so many rumors and confirmed reports. There are known to be 3 others in this village. One of them is 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗀𝗀. But I haven't seen the other 2. There are also some reports in other villages, and there are plenty of rumors of there being more. But your name and my name will become renowned throughout history. Tamamo mana, the fox spirit who learned to turn humans. When someone is given the name of Tamamo, you are expected to do great things with that name, but very few who have been given that name hardly ever do anything with it. I could possibly be the first to do so. It's weird to think that I could have caught any other human, but it was you. There's something that makes you quite unique. Though I did force you to turn into a yokai, you weren't necessarily bothered by it. In fact, you were open to things I said. You wanted to learn more about yokai. You did like the idea of becoming one of us. The only thing that made this difficult was that you knew you were going to lose the life you had before, but you grew to love your new life, one with me in it. But it wasn't just the fact that you could learn magic and live a long time. It was the friendship you had with me, and even Kuro. But I said this before. Out of all the humans I could have met in the forest, I'm so glad it was you. I love you. I really do love you. Maybe it was your ignorance and the fact that you were once human that made me love you. Just seeing a hated creature of no importance becoming interested in yokai was truly a feat But that's why I fell in love with you. Do you love me? You do? Good. You know, fox spirits are strong with their emotions of love and happiness. I am just so happy I have you in my life. Now then, why don't we go to bed? Good night. Hey guys, it's me, Nami. I am so exhausted, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, you know what to do. 𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗹𝗀, thank you for your continuing service as my subscriber.